So, those stories in the news were actually planted? I mean, Alison is really alive?
Physically, she's unharmed. Emotionally, I don't know, but she is in police custody down at the station.
Oh, my golly. And Susan, what about her? Is she still with Rick?
Hal and Margot are on top of that, and I think we need to let them just do their job and hope for the best. Which we have been doing a lot of lately, you know. With you in that coma, none of us knew how we were going to get through this without you. Every day, every night, I'd come here and sit by your bed.
I know. And you would turn on my favorite radio station.
What?
And tell me to come back.
How could you know that?
I heard you. I heard Kim and Chris telling me to come back, not to give up, to keep fighting.
I knew you were listening.
Well, I'm back because of your love and prayers.
Oh, sweetheart, you're back here because, thank God, you are too stubborn to go anywhere else. And we are never going to let you go, ever again.
Next time you need a corpse, let somebody else do the job. How horrible was it, being on the phone with Mom, letting her think that...
Honey, I just hope to God I never, ever have to do anything like that for as long as I live. I just know it was the best way, probably the only way, to find out where Mom was. And I wanted to tell her so badly it wasn't true, but I knew I can't. We have to believe she's going to get away from him, Allie. We have to believe that.
Yeah, and I'm trying that, Emily. But the guy is a maniac, and I'm scared to death.
Alison, you were a pretty cool customer yesterday when he had you cornered at the bank.
What happened with all that? I don't know any of the details. Come on, are you going to tell me, or do I have to read it from the competition?
You don't know?
No, I don't know anything. All Hal told me is that we all had to pretend that Rick killed Alison so that we could find Mom and Rick would have no escape. But why did Rick think you're dead?
Because he tried to kill me, the same way that he killed the others.
With potassium chloride? I don't understand. You should be dead or in a coma.
This is where it gets good.
Okay, I am totally lost, you guys.
Okay. I was in the safety deposit room at the bank. It was just me and Rick's twisted little box of tricks. And at the bottom of the box, under all of the 6 souvenirs Rick kept from his victims, was the syringes and the potassium chloride. I knew that if he got his hands on that, then he would use it, so I had to get rid of it. I used a syringe to empty the potassium chloride vial.
What? We had to know it was empty?
It wasn't empty. Because before I even opened the safety deposit box, the lady at the bank, she gave me a bottle of water because I was so devastated over my poor daddy's death. So there I was, poison in one hand and the water in the other. So I just did what came naturally. I covered my tracks and I filled the vial with pure spring water.
And Rick never knew the difference. That is unbelievable. How did you get to be so sneaky anyway?
Mom would say I got it from you. Poor Mom. Do you think that she's gotten away from him yet?
I'm praying, sweetie.
Yeah, but what if this plan backfires?
No, Alison, we had to let the story run in the papers in order to flush him out of hiding.
Listen, she's going to know the truth soon enough. Mom's going to find a way out. I know it. She's a lot sneakier than you give her credit for, honey. It's genetic.
Yeah, well, I can't just stand waiting around. There has to be something that we can do.
No, there's nothing you can do, honey. There are tons of cops on the streets, and you've been up all night. You need to go home and rest, okay?
Emily, there's no way I can get any rest. I can't just stand being cooped up around here, not knowing if Mom's going to be alive or...
Don't you say that. Don't you even think it. Mom is alive, and she would kill you for thinking otherwise. All right, listen to me. Can you take her home, please? I want you to put this stuff on. Here, out the back door so the press doesn't get you, all right?
But you promise that you'll call me if you hear anything.
Of course I'll call you.
Just, Emily, tell me that Mom's going to be okay. tell me that she won't be the one to die instead of me.
Oh, my God. Alison is dead. How could this have happened? You could have done this to her. No, I didn't. I was with you last night. Darling, don't you see? This proves that I'm not the killer. I couldn't have done anything to hurt Alison. No, don't through your mind. Just lay down, please. Let me get you something, huh?
What? Potassium chloride? You want to murder me like you murdered those other people?
Darling, I wouldn't lie to you. I love you.
You don't love me, Rick. You don't know what love is. You killed all those people, didn't you? And you tried to kill Bob, too, but it didn't work, did it?
No, it didn't.
Why? All those people. And my little girl, how could you? How could you?
Because I had to.
Just tell me why. Why? What did she ever do to you?
She was in the way. She knew too much, and she hated me.
She was just a little girl.
No, she despised me. She crossed over the line one too many times, and I had to put a stop to it. She had to go. And I'm sorry, my darling. But you have to go now, too.
Any luck getting a hold of Sarah?
They won't let me talk to her. They won't let me leave a message. And they have none to pass along to me. Oh, and don't bother dropping by again, Miss McKicken, because Sarah can't have visitors.
They'll make an exception for some of us.
What are you doing here?
I was passing by on my way to Durgan and I saw your car. I couldn't just drive by without saying thank you.
For what?
Breaking into my suite and running that DNA test without my knowledge or permission. If you hadn't, it would have taken me weeks, probably, maybe months, before I got the courts to declare me Sarah's biological father and legal guardian. Well, don't I at least get a congratulations?
Do you think for 1 minute anyone here cares about what you say, Marshall? Leave. Now.
I'm following your mother's advice. I've decided not to press charges against you for the wealth of crimes you committed. I mean, all's well that ends well. I have my daughter, and you have, well, not so much. Looks like you owe me again.
Yeah, Marshall, don't do me any favors.
You'll change your mind. Anyway, I love to stay and catch up, but I've got business at the Durgan Street shelter. Sarah's being released to me today.
That's impossible.
Maybe without your assistance, but...
You know what, Marshall, go ahead. You file all the motions you want. You get everything all clean and neat and legalized. But do you think for 1 minute all your documents and all your rulings is going to make Sarah love you? She will never love you. Because you will drive her away like you've done with every other woman that you've claimed to love, like Sarah's mother. My mother.
If Sarah has a negative view of me, it is because...
You deserve it.
No, it's because of you. And your vindictive, hateful little games. But that's another thing that's about to change. Note to self. Make damn sure Bonnie never sees Sarah again. Have a good day.
Well, my darling, I probably should wheel you back to your room. That's enough excitement for one day, don't you think?
Thank you.
Oh, what are you thanking me for?
For everything.
Oh, all I did was make sure you got to the right place at the right time. All those balloons and the doctors and nurses and your friends, they all came because you are respected, you are loved, and you were sorely missed.
I mean everything else.
What else is there?
People told me that you never left my side.
Well, you know, I was just being selfish. You know, I don't sleep when you're not there.
I love you.
Oh, sweetheart. I love you, too.
I wish we could go back to the way we were before. When you believed in me, when you loved me, when there was nothing that you would have given me or done for me.
You aren't for real. None of it was real. I made you up. And you let me, and then you took away my girl, my little girl.
I just wish you could forget all this. I just wish there was a way you could somehow see why I had to do what I did.
You're insane.
Oh, darling. No, I wish we could just leave this place together and put all of this behind us. But you couldn't do that, could you? I didn't think so. And so, my sweet, you can just join your brat of a daughter in hell.
Do you think that we fooled the reporters?
Yeah, I think so. They're just standing out there watching and waiting. Can I get you anything on my way back?
Way back from where? Chris, you can't leave me.
Look, Alison, I'm just going to drive right over to the hospital pharmacy and get you a sedative.
I don't want a sedative, Chris. I want you to stay right here with me.
And I will stay here with you, okay? As soon as I get back. All right?
You'll come right back, right?
Yes. I promise, and you have to stay away from the windows and try and relax.
Well, how am I supposed to, Chris? My mom's out there thinking that she might not even see me again. If that psycho does anything to her, Chris, I swear that I...
Alison, I understand, okay? But your mom is a lot tougher than she seems. All right? Especially if she's anything like her daughters. Okay, but I gotta tell you, you gave me the scare of my life.
I did.
Yeah. When I ran into that shack and I saw you laying there, but I was afraid to die.
Me too. And when I woke up and I saw your face, I knew that I was going to be okay. And I knew that I was going to be safe.
And you are. And if anybody ever tries to hurt you again, they're going to have to go through me first.
Do you mean that?
Yes. Alison, you still don't get it. Okay, when I ran in there, not knowing what had happened to you, not knowing what I'd find, if you hadn't opened your eyes,
When can I see Bonnie?
Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. These arrived by messenger a few minutes ago, and since they concern you, I think you ought to have a look. And we could talk about it.
What does this all mean?
It means your life is about to change.
Because of Bonnie?
In a way. It's a complicated situation, Sarah. I mean, I know you'll always be grateful to Bonnie for helping you to find your father, but...
What's this word?
Domicile. It means where you live.
They're gonna be changing where I live. Just give it to me straight out, Troy.
You're right. You're not gonna be living here anymore.
Well, will I be with Bonnie?
I'm sorry, Sarah.
Where will I be living, Troy?
With your father. You'll be living with me.
Isaac, thanks for calling me. Where is she?
She's right over there. She's been that way since Marshall left.
Bonnie. Sweetheart. Isaac told me. I'm so sorry.
This can't be happening, Mom. I can't let it happen.
Baby, I understand how you feel. I do.
You don't understand. I promised Sarah that I wouldn't let this happen.
I know, but
Marshall is Sarah's father. I mean, maybe this is for the best. This is not for the best, Mom. He's poison. And I'm going to make damn sure Sarah never, ever trusts him. Just how are you going to do that? Tell her the truth. That her father's a rapist.
Decker, come on out. We're coming in. Margot.
It's clear.
All right.
Oh.
Hold it. Oh. Weapons down. What's your business here?
You're looking for that couple that was here.
Yeah, did you see which way they went?
All I know is I heard a crash. I peeked through the window. This woman's running away. 2 seconds later, the guy runs out after her.
How was she? Was she hurt?
When I looked in his eyes, I prayed for that woman.
Oh, damn it. We better pray, too. We better pray that we catch up with Decker before he catches up with Susan.
Has Hal called? Nobody's heard from him. Oh, my God. Oh, Emily. Emily. Mom. Oh, my God, Mom, you're here. You're okay. Oh, I'm so scared. Let me look at you. Where's Rick? Where is he?
You know where he is now?
I don't know. I just jumped in my car. I got out of there as fast as...
Sit down, Mom.
Oh, my God. He tried to kill me. He tried to kill me. I wish I'd just let him kill me. I don't know how I can go on without...
Oh, no, listen to me. Look at me, please. Allie's alive.
What? What did you say?
She's alive. Just listen to me, okay? She's at home, and she's probably sitting by the phone going out of her mind waiting for me to tell her that you're okay. Yes. I'll explain everything later. Just know, I know what I said. I promise you. I'll explain everything later. Just know that she's safe and she's home, and it's over. Oh, God, we're all safe. It's gonna be okay.
Oh, man. My bedroom bites. Chris, why are you using the back door? Are you afraid all the reporters will know that you want another kiss?
On the next, as the world turns.
Why wouldn't she want me to know that you were my father?
Because Miss McKechnie hates me like poison.
Well, you must have given her a really good reason. And I want to know what that reason is.
Where are you going? To the shelter. It's time Sarah finds out who her daddy really is.
What part of the story did you leave out?
Decker's still on the loose. The police don't know where he's headed.
Well, we better use it to figure out what Decker's next move is going to be.
Yeah, I know. We better catch him before somebody else dies. Alison, anyone in there?
You're too late, Hal. My family and I are off to Port Sunno.
Please. Please. No.